Guys, welcome to my channel. Come back with me in this video. Don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe this channel, right? I want to tell you about some article about US Taiwan to start formal trade talks under new initiative. The United States and Taiwan on Wednesday agreed to start trade talks under the new initiative, saying they wanted to reach agreements with economically meaningful outcomes. In another sign of stepped up U.S. support for the island, Washington and Taipei unveiled the U.S. Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade in June. Just day after the Biden administration excluded the China's climate island from its Asia-focused economy plan designed to counter China's growing influence. The office of the U.S. Trade Representative said the two sides had reached consensus on the negotiating mandate, and it was expected that the first round of talks would take place early this autumn. We plan to pursue an ambitious schedule for achieving high standard commitments and meaningful outcomes covering the 11 trade areas in the negotiating mandate that will help build a fairer, more precise and resilient 21st century economy. Deputy United States Trade Representative Sarah Biensi said in a statement. The negotiating mandate released along with the announcement said the United States and Taiwan have set a robust agenda for talks and on issues like trade facilitation, good regulatory practices, and removing discriminatory barriers to trade. It said the start of the formal talks would be for the purpose of reaching agreements with high standard commitments and economically meaningful outcomes. It did not mention the possibility of a board-free trade deal, which is something Taiwan has been pressing for. Washington, despite the lack of formal diplomatic ties, has been keen to bolster support for Taiwan, especially as it faces step up political pressure from China to accept its sovereignty claims. The United States and Taiwan on Wednesday agreed to start trade talks under a new initiative, saying they wanted to reach agreements with economically meaningful outcomes. In another scene, a stepped up U.S. support for the island, Washington and Taipei unveiled the U.S. Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade in June, just days after the Biden administration exploded to the China's client island from its Asia-focused economic plan designed to counter China's growing influence. The office of the U.S. Trade Representative said the two sides had reached consensus on the negotiating mandate, and it was expected that the first round of talks will take place early this autumn. We plan to pursue an ambitious schedule for achieving high standard commitments and meaningful outcomes covering the 11 trade area in negotiating mandate that will help with a fairly more purpose and resilient 21st century economy, Deputy United States Trade Representative Sarah Benzi said in a statement. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe this channel and see you next time.